Yeah, you have been defeated. Well, actually, Palsus really came in clutch. That was a brilliant plan. Yeah, the Empire had, I would almost say, the supreme advantage there. Oh, why didn't your reinforcements arrive? I guess one day we'll find out. Yeah. Symbios is just like Conrad. That's true. Yeah, you really... This motherfucker wanted to be Emperor so damn bad. Because remember, he's not the firstborn, he's the secondborn. So, Prince Majoran, he would have been the next in line to be Emperor. So I guess because of that, yeah, that's why Aront wanted to take the throne. Yeah, we got it. By defeating the Republic, he would have had the people behind him. I suppose that's true. It was the only way. Ah, yes, but that also assumes that Domeric, Median, and Majoran would be dealt with as well. As of right now, we know that all of them are alive. The cult would have taken the blame. Alright, well, bye. You failed. The Titan was tougher than you, prick. Escalated into full-scale war, yeah. Well, that's crazy. Good thing the day is saved, right? Oh, wait. There's still the fucking Bolzum sect around. Yep. And Domeric as well. Can't forget about him. Hey, Algernon! He's very excited. Yeah. Hey. Boy, quiet. Shush. How dare you? All that. What are you talking about? Water! You watched as I painstakingly took that fucker down. We didn't need the water. But yeah, here's our boy. Tristis. Hey, Tristis. Yeah, with such impeccable timing. Right out of an anime. Okay, so he mobilized the Mallory army. I guess because he had faith that we were going to... Ah, okay, so this is the reason Aront never got his reinforcements. Tristis did mobilize his army, but he did it in a very intelligent way. Yeah, it all worked out. Oh, what? Yasha. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Is this the first time we're seeing Yasha? This is. Yeah, okay, so this character, this ninja right here, this is a character who will become... this character's gonna get a lot more screen time, I'll just say it that way. Uh-oh! Yes, you are a ninja, alright. Okay, so look at this. So, Domeric is no fool. And Yasha was spying on Aront the whole time. Now, I will just say, we'll learn a bit more about that in Scenario 2. Ah, okay. So, interesting. So, apparently Aront was covering his tracks quite well that he wasn't discovered until just recently. Ragtag bunch? Are you fucking kidding me right now? The Symbios is wielding the Justice Blade. Fuck you. Oh, it would not have been in the Emperor's best interest to intervene. Yeah, because Aront was just gonna go for his life. No. The Bolzum sect is evil. They would have done crazy shit regardless. Yeah. Yeah. And the Emperor also wants, the Republic. Alright, so the Emperor is on his way with a powerful invasion army right now. Awesome. Awesome. Nani? Oh, uh-oh. Tristus broke your promise. Oh, yeah. We don't give a fuck about that. Our aunt was evil. Yeah, exactly. That's my boy right there. I'm not going to call Tristus treacherous. That's only Yasha's gonna say that right now. No. No, Eldron is dead. What a terrible turn of Palsus by Elbisum. Okay, so now Yasha's gonna go snitch on us. Great. Alright, bye, bitch. Damn. So clearly Yasha is not exactly a very nice guy there. He just murdered like a fucking 10-year-old. Yeah, and that moat is moving mighty fast. So this is bullshit. Yeah, going in there is instant death. You're not getting out of there. Unless we lived in a universe with magic. Boy, if only we had magic. Oh, but guess what? Yeah, finding coming in clutch. Perfect timing. Yeah, I certainly would agree. Boy, finding, you certainly do have the same type of timing that Goku does. Alright, so Algernon is safe. We reclaim the capital. Everything is going peachy. Well, except for that minor problem of the invasion army coming towards us. Oh yeah, now we get, yep, we beat Wilmer. I remember that fight. And Braff. Fuck Braff. And fuck Basanda. Yeah, we weren't able to destroy the Negate Cane. That's true. Got rid of the Titan. Got rid of Prince Arant. The 10 consecutive boss battles starting with Fial. Not a problem. Peace is briefly restored. Uh-oh. Domeric is coming ever closer. Alright, and then this takes us to the credits. Okay. Oh, boy. So, that completes Scenario 1 of Shining Force 3. And that, you know, you think that was long. Oh, hey, there's the Antares using halberds. We were going with lances, of course. Yeah, I think a lot of the credits shows characters using, like, unorthodox weapon types. But there is still a lot of the story for us to see. We got Scenario 2, Scenario 3, the Premium Disc. I think Scenario 2 is gonna probably be a little shorter. We'll see, though. I mean, all the scenarios, except for, well, Scenario 1 and 2 have, like, the same amount of battles. I believe so. I think they've got the same amount. Yeah. Unless there's, like, one shorter in, Chapter 6 of Scenario 2. And the Premium Disc is very, very short. There's only, I believe, 9 or 10 battles in there, so that's not going to last that long. Oh, yeah, that one where he gets the giant axe. Look at that shit. What the fuck? Quite the special there. And there's Irene. Yeah, that was a little bit of a tough fight to save Irene. There's a couple of tough fights coming up in future scenarios where, you know, there's very precise maneuvering. There's another rescue, like, the refugees type mission in Scenario 2, similar to the railroad switching point. Julian, of course. Yeah, remember, Julian, he was knocked into the water by Gum. We still, you know, we had no idea what happened to him after that point. We will find out eventually. I wonder how many parts this has ended up being. Because right now I've only edited up to the Basanda fight. I believe that ended at 62. So this is probably somewhere around 75-ish. And Scenario 2 probably will be about the same amount. So, you know, I could conceivably say that Scenario 2 would finish around part 150-ish. So yeah, it's a safe bet for sure that Shining Force 3 is going to cross 200 videos, which is just insane to think about. You know, right now on the channel, I've only got around 2,100, you know, 2,050, somewhere around there. So, you know, a good chunk is going to be Shining Force 3 very soon. But the one thing that does really suck is that this is the last Shining Force game that I can record in this style. There are still a couple other, like, Shining games, like Shining in the Darkness. I know there's those Game Boy games, Shining Soul, that aren't too bad. Then, of course, there is a game called Shining Force Neo. I actually have that. That's a PS2 game, but it's not in this style. I certainly would like to see a new Shining Force game, you know, done this way, a tactical RPG, but, you know, Sega's fucked. I don't even know that studio, Camelot, are they still around? The studio that made the Shining Force games? I guess I'm not even sure if they are. But I believe I read one time that they aren't, like, they didn't end on good terms with Sega. There's Ratchet. Yeah, Ratchet doing that ridiculous attack where he spins around. How can you ever consider that practical in a fight? I'm just gonna spin like a fucking madman. Like, come on, man. What the fuck? Oh, another thing I could talk about, I guess, right here is that... Oh, that's an interesting attack by Frank there. The party in Scenario 1, I will say that I probably like the Force in Scenario 1 the best. I don't know. Maybe it's the Scenario 3 army, because the Scenario 3 army has like a couple of Shining Force staples that we didn't really get here in Scenario 1. You know, you barely get interesting flying types until Scenario 3. Scenarios 1 and 2, you know, you just get your generic Birdmen, you know, Screech, Luke, Balbroy, Amon, that type. Although I would say that the Birdmen in Shining Force 3 are significantly better because you can give them the wing weapon type, which is really, really useful, being able to increase defense. Moving forward, I'm probably going to use wings on all of the characters who are capable of using them, because I just like that extra defense bonus. And I mean, we made it through Scenario 1 with no deaths. I would like to continue that. And in particular, in Scenario 2, there is a flying unit, and it becomes a real bitch keeping him in line with the rest of the Force. He tends to lag behind. That's probably the worst thing about Scenario 2, is the Birdman you have, you know, what they do with him. It does suck, but we'll get into that shortly. And I am excited to get into Scenario 2 because, you know, we saw the game through Symbiosis' eyes. Of course, he's basically, you know, a Republic in general. Now, you know, you guys are already aware that Medion is going to be the hero for Scenario 2. So now we're going to see things from the Imperial perspective, which I think really does make this story complete. The fact that you're not really, like, on a side, Republic or Empire. But we are not quite done yet. Alright, so we get a nice little ending shot of the town. Now, I believe, yeah, a lot of the town got fucked up by the Titan. It's tough to see, but I believe, you know, a lot of the buildings and stuff are destroyed. Later on in Scenario 3, we'll actually be able to get to take a closer look. But for now, this is as far as we can get. Aid from Lookover, and it's gold mine. Okay, cool, cool. Nothing will bring back. Yeah, that's true, Benetram. Benetram is just such a boss, man. Both Palsis and Benetram are just fucking actual geniuses. They're basically Shikamaru. Yeah, well, you know, not gonna take all the credit, but, you only need look at your boy to find out who took down the Titan. Yeah. You gotta give credit to Symbios. Don't even. Yeah, but we did lose Lord Conrad, which was a shame. And, unfortunately, we let that motherfucker Fial escape, but oh well. Oh! Domeric's siege of the wall has begun. That's not good. But, oh, okay, I love this. No force has ever breached the inner wall. Ever! Ever. I just want to let this sink in. Ever. Alright, now let's continue. Yeah, they can't just run up on the wall that's never been breached ever. What the fuck could they be thinking? What is Domeric doing? Castle walls have always held. Tristis, boy, you are certainly confident. Oh, secret passage. Alright, so that's how Aaron and got himself and his forces inside. So, yeah, well, Yasha obviously would know of it as well. Okay, tie bolts. I'm not... It was never explicitly stated before this, so I'll go ahead and say... Tybalt is leading a force to guard the Great Wall right now. That's why Benetram says I'm worried about Tybalt. Alright, so let's go help Tybalt out in case any bullshit happens. I agree. Let's do that. And Tristis, you know, it's never ever been breached. Relax, we're good. Oh, what's that noise? Hey, Finding, what's up? Yes? Okay, what's going on? Situation is dire. Now, I guess you could ascertain from Finding's speech right here that he is exhausted, out of breath, beaten up, however you want to think about it. Nani? Okay, so the Imperial... Hey! Yeah, not 5 minutes after Tristis is sucking his own cock. Ha ha ha! The wall has never been breached! Ha ha ha! Finding comes right up and he's like, hey, the wall is breached. Awesome. Oh yeah, Tybalt, what happened to him? Tybalt, later, bitch! Alright, so you know who this calls for. The #1 squad in all of the Republic. We promoted at level 20, alright? We're fine. Yep, now's not the time for bloodshed between the Republic and the Empire. Don't forget about those Bolzum motherfuckers out there. Yeah, Emperor Domric, you know, he's not clueless. He knows about the Balsam sect and what it's doing, yet he's still being a jackass attacking the Republic, when what we should be doing is combining forces to stop Balsam before, you know, they got what they wanted. But is Emperor Domric smart? No. No, he's not. Alright, now, let me quickly say, this scene right here, the English, like, the original English version of the script that was in, like, you know, the game that was sold, Shining Force 3, this scene is the scene that was heavily changed. So this is the one scene right here where the translation team really went to work. Because originally, let me continue on and I'll explain more as this goes on. Alright, so what are you doing here? Who are you talking about? Oh, Prince Median. Hello. Are you guys here to stop the Emperor? No? Mazaka, you couldn't be. No way. Fate has brought us together. Yep. Prince Median is that Imperial force that has invaded. That's the army that Yasha was talking about. It's Median's army. And here's the cocksucker himself, Emperor Domric. Hey, remember when Emperor Domric was, you know, abducted? Ah, fuck all that. He's back. Back to steal the Republic. Territory was just stolen by Conrad. And hey, he got his wish too, because Conrad is dead thanks to the Balsam sect. Yeah, you were abducted. But guess what? Domric, you know, I called Domric stupid and dumb, but guess what? He's not stupid or dumb. He's known what he's been doing the entire time. Oh, he thinks he's gonna annex Aspia just like that, huh? Okay. Alright. You think you're taking it back, do you? This is unavoidable. Okay, now, no spoilers or anything, but I will say this line of dialogue that Grand Tack is saying right here is pretty true. Like, you know, Grand Tack's not lying. Okay, so this guy, Fitterit, this is one of the Emperor, like, this is the Emperor's right hand right here. Oh, look at him. Hey, my son just got killed. Hey, thanks for that, by the way. And he's smirking. Fuck you, Domric. Fuck you. Yeah, Dontaris is like, hell no. It's not going down like that. Uh-oh. Their reckoning is long. Oh, no. We can't have this go down. Save the battle for the battlefield. All right. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, if that promise isn't kept, that he doesn't avenge Erant, what happens then? How can we help Median from doing this? Long as you can save her life. So it looks like Median is trying to save a woman's life. Nice, so Symbiosis inquiring as to what's going on, but it's too late. Oh, well, come on. Median's basically like, yeah, if my brother had killed you, this wouldn't have happened. It's like, well, then you probably would have been fighting Erant instead, Median. Yeah, basically that's how this would have went down. If Erant had killed us, then Median just would have fought Erant instead. Yep. Emperor Domric, you bastard. Listen, if you're referred to as the Emperor, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you're probably not a good guy. Like, you're probably not just. Yeah, come up with a plan now, bitch. Well, hey, good for Median that he earned Domric's trust. Alright, so that's how Scenario 1 ends. Median and Symbios just about to fight. Now, the difference in the original Shining Force 3 game that was released in America, the script had it to where Medion and everyone, they talk Emperor Domeric down and Domeric leaves. But obviously that's not what the fuck happened. So the translation team fixed it to the way it was supposed to be in the Japanese version, which is where it ends on this cliffhanger with Medion and Symbios just about to start fighting. Yeah, despite the friendship that they had cultivated, now the battle begins. Fuck you, Domeric. Fuck you. Now it'll only be fucking 75 parts until we can get back to that part. Oh well. Alright, let's record our adventure. Yes. Yeah, overwrite. No. Yeah, let's just do an overwrite. We'll go right here on the Great Wall. Sure, sure. Alright, so this will be our save that we will pick up from at the beginning of Scenario 2. I'm gonna call this guy Merlin. Yeah, it was pretty chaotic out there, for sure, for sure. Did I surpass everyone's expectations? I sure hope so. No deaths, that's pretty good. You can't do better than 0 deaths. Kingdom, oh, okay, so these two are taking the credit. That's fine, whatever. Yeah, fuck Bolzum. We didn't beat them all, though. Okay, so Symbios did his job. Now it's time to move on to the next hero. Did we find Noon, Pen, Ratchet, Frank, and Hagane? Yes, 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 and yes. We did. Search more carefully. Yeah, but we got them. Okay, bye. Option screen is something new may appear. Yep, 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 yep. Use the record to continue on to Scenario 2, which we will. And that is the true completion of Shining Force 3. Scenario 1. Alright, bitches, so here is the strategy that works out really well, where you could just send Finding over here, and he will utterly obliterate the Giga Breaker. And that's how you could basically just skip this entire whole 2-part battle with the Titan and all this shit. I just wanted to quickly show this. My boy Azure asked if I could show what happens when the Titan actually gets washed away. So I figured, you know, I'd go ahead and just toss it on the end of the ending video here. This is an appropriate place, because this is essentially an extra. I guess I'm almost going to consider this a bad type end. Listen, if you didn't beat the Titan legit, this is what happens. And it's really, it's nothing all that special. Like, this is going to be real quick, maybe like a minute and a minute and a minute or a minute and a half, something around that length. So here's, you know, this scene is the same. You know, they undo the dam, they let the water come through, but we're actually gonna be able to control our, you know, main force in a second here, like what is, you know, supposed to happen. And I'll show you guys, like, the exact spots where you have to line up your force so that they don't get washed away by the water from the dam. Because if you don't position your force in the correct locations, they're gonna get washed away and they'll be dead for the battle with Prince Eront. Okay, so here we go. So, oh, Aeron's like, what the fuck was that noise? It's a guard from Metal Gear, apparently. What was that noise? And yeah, it's okay. Finding and the others have succeeded. Alright, head towards the castle, get behind the bridge before the wave arrives, hurry. Okay, now you get one turn to pretty much line everyone up, like right here, behind this wall right here. Like, we could see the Titan is still here. I haven't touched him, he's completely active. These guys are still over here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna let this whole turn kind of go away here. There's this one fucking annoying dude who's gonna sit here. and probably try and take pot shots at me. So let's just fucking blow him away real fast here. This will only take a second to just have Noon say, die, bitch. Die, motherfucker, die. Goodbye, get out of here. One hitter quitter, that's what Noon does. Alright, this other knight boy is probably gonna get an attack. Whatever, we'll just let him do whatever he wants to. Alright, so now nothing else to do, we just wait. Alright, so Silver Knight will come forward, attack Sybil. Oh boy. Sybil has pretty low defense. Ah, psych. No, she doesn't. She's good. Alright, so Silver Knight gets a turn, Bow Knight gets a turn, blah, blah, blah. No one cares about you guys. We get to see the Titan. What is he going to do? X-Spark here, I believe. Or X-Laser. Oh, no. Anything but X-Laser. It's going to do a very solid 9 points of damage. Oh, 7 to Noon. Yeah, the Titan. I guess I can understand why the Titan didn't have, like, really tough attacks, considering, you know, he has so much HP. He's around for so long that, you know, most people probably wouldn't have Aura 4 here. So the Titan could be quite fearsome if, you know, you're not well prepared. Okay, so here we go. So now that's the full turn. The Titan goes last. And here's what happens. Now the water from the dam catches up, and anything not behind that little embankment gets washed away. Notice the Titan is kind of being pushed back, and, you know, there's the Griffin, there's the Giga Breaker. They all get washed away. Any of your party members who are, you know, in those areas will get washed away in a similar fashion, and they will die. That's how that goes. And then after that, it just takes us back to this point, which is where we were in, you know, when we actually did the playthrough or whatever. Okay, so this was a quick little extra I just tossed at the end here. I'll see you fuckers for scenario 2.